This is my wrap-up video for the Booktube-A-Thon, which happened last week. The last two books that I read but didn't talk about were Burned and Smoke, which are a series. There's just two of them, so it's the original and the sequel. They are a little bit different. The themes are the same. It's about family and abuse and religion and love. The first book was just from the main character Patton's perspective, but the second book had Jackie, her sister's perspective. Jackie's perspective really helped us to understand maybe where Patton's motives came from and kind of the background of what was happening at home when Patton wasn't at home, everything. And there were points where the reader didn't know everything, but having Jackie there made it so that it wasn't frustrating that we didn't know anything. I really liked both books. I gave them both 5 stars on Goodreads. They were just incredible, and I really want to read more by Ellen Hopkins because of it. Together, this completes the challenge of starting and finishing an entire series during the Booktube-A-Thon. This one counts as the challenge to read a book with red on the cover. When I actually got it, I realized it's kind of more orange, but it's like still pretty red, so I'm gonna count it. The nice thing about these books is that they're written in verse, so that means that there's not a whole lot of words per page, and the story pacing is really, really good, so you want to read them very fast. The goal for me was to finish all 7 challenges, and the final challenge is to read an average of 300 pages a day, so that can be either 7 books of any length, or it can be 2,100 pages, and for me, I read 6 books, but together, these helped to get it over 2,100 pages. My final page count during the Booktube-A-Thon was 2,352 pages. My worst reading day, I read 26 pages on that day. My Sunday total was 969, so that definitely helped to compensate for the 26-page day. I actually completed all the challenges. I read a book that had pictures, I read a book that somebody recommended to me, I started and finished a series, I read a book that had red on the cover, I read a book to movie adaptation, and I read a book from the genre I read the least. And I read the equivalent of 7 books in 7 days. It was so fun. I just had such a great time. The Twitter sprints were awesome. They were always themed, and they helped kind of keep you interested with fun questions about what would your character do in this situation, or send me a picture of you, your pet, and your book. It's meant to do is that you have time that you're reading, and then you have little spurts to kind of let your brain rest for a little bit, but it's still about reading, and so it makes sure that you're still in that mindset to keep reading. That's all for me today. I will hope to see you soon.